What is going on, everyone? T-Bone coming back at you again with another Yu-Gi-Oh opening. So it's been a little bit, due to everything that's been going on. Products haven't been released as frequently, so stuff's not coming in as frequently. This is one of the newer ones we did get here in the TCG, is the new Speed Duel starter decks. And I'm a fan of Speed Duel still. I think it's an easy way for new or returning players to just get right back into it easy, and not have to worry about like all the new mechanics and all that. I think it's a fun way, especially if you want to just like kill 3 rounds or an entire match in like 10 minutes tops. I mean, that sounds like modern Yu-Gi-Oh either way, but still. This is these are the new ones that just came out this past Friday, and my card shop is still not open, unfortunately, so I did have to get these off TCG Player. I did end up buying the display box for them, so we got 4. As always, learned my lesson last time, get 3 of each, because you never know, because now the first ones they're a lot harder to find now, and they're generally about $15 to $20 a piece, so yeah. Either way, we have Match with the Millennium and Twisted Nightmares, and judging by the card list, I feel that Match of the Millennium is probably the better one. This one has better reprints, but this has some really cool cards in it as well. So I'll just show you the card list real quick. Again, you can always pause if you want to read the card list further. We are going to go over them anyway. So let's go in with the one that I think is probably the weaker of the two, Twisted Nightmares. So this one we get support cards for Bakura and Yami Marik. And they did it the same packaging as the Ultimate Predators. Instead of the cardboard boxes, they did the shrink wrap. And then as always, you do get a playmat, a paper playmat, and it is the same for both decks. So on the back here, you have like a little bit of info, standard rules, and it even has the example deck list, which is kind of cool. And then the front of it is pretty much just the box arts. You got Pegasus and Yami Yugi with the red going to the black, and then you got Bakura and Yami Marik. So pretty basic mat, but it's still pretty cool if you don't have a regular cloth one. Either way, let's get into Marik's deck. There's the tab. Alright. Now, even with Ultimate Predators, we do have some TCG Premier cards in these. And it's funny because these artworks, they're just Duel Link advertisements, but still pretty cool. You know what, let me just put that up there. So our Ultra variant is Magical Stone Excavation. And just to reiterate in case anyone doesn't know, you can use Speed Duel cards in regular duels, but you can't use regular cards in Speed Duels. And you can tell because it has a mark, there it is, that says Speed Duel on it. The first generation of the starter decks only had that, and I guess it was a bit hard to see, so then they actually added the word Speed Duel on the card. But yeah, so you get the Ultra variant. Then we have the skill cards for Marik. We have Shadow Reborn, as well as Twisted Personality. Again, you can always pause the video if you want to read these skills a little more in depth. And let's just get into the actual deck. I believe you get 30 cards with these, same as Ultimate Predator instead of 20. So we have here Lava Golem. So that's going to be fun, having essentially a non-kaiju. And here's one of our World TCG Premier cards, Yaiba Robo. So that's pretty cool looking. Classic looking art, honestly. Love it. And I believe this is another one, Brave Caesar. I'm shocked they actually got away with scissors. Looking at you, Jim Sabers. But yeah, another TCG Premier card. Then we got Melkid the Four-Faced Beast, Gilgarth, Dark Prisoner, another TCG Premier card, I believe. And again, you can tell this is such classic, like, old-school art. Oh boy, here we go. Doku Ryoiba. Yeah, I just sounded like I had a stroke there. That's as best you're getting out of me. So essentially, Marik's deck is a bunch of fiends. And then you even get the Dark Lucius package. So you get level 8, level 6, focus, there we go, and level 4. You also get Legendary Fiend, Visor Shock, Hellpremier, Mephis the Infernal General, Lady Assailant of Flames, Visor Des, New Doria, Dark Geroid, Dralago, Boganian or Balganian, and okay, that is our last monster. Then our spells, we have Tribute to the Doomed, finally got this. Level up to go with the Dark Lucius, Creature Seizure, Faustian Bargain, I think that's how you pronounce the first one. I actually don't remember this card, but I know this is not a TCG Premier card, but I don't recall what set this is from. Supply Squad. Then we got Rope of Life going into our traps. Focus, there we go. We have Nightmare Wheel, Coffin Cellar, Meta Reflect Sign, which is actually getting TCG support soon, and Prideful Roar. So that is the Marik deck. Then we have the Bakura deck. There we go. All right, and the Ultra variant for this one is Santa Claus. Then we have our skills. We have Inner Conflict. You know what, this is going to be a lot easier if I just keep it focused here. All right, so yeah, we got Inner Conflict and Into the Darkness Below as our 2 skill cards. Then for the monsters, we obviously have Dark Necrofear, not Bakura without it. Here's another TCG Premier card, Neck Hunter. Pretty creepy, honestly. Would not want to see that coming in a dark hallway. Then we got the Earl of Demise. That Which Feeds on Life, which is another TCG Premier. Whiptail Crow. The Gross Ghost on Fled Dreams, or of Fled Dreams, excuse me. Headless Knight. Earthbound Spirit. Another TCG Premier, The Shadow Who Controls the Dark. Then we have Gap the Divine Soldier. Dark Ruler Hades, unfortunately not the OCG artwork where he has the horns. Puppet Master. Lesser Fiend, again, unfortunately not the OCG with the wings, but at least we get it. Twin-Headed Wolf. Prometheus King of the Shadows. Lancer Archfiend. Dark Mimic level 3 and level 1. Mask of Darkness. So this was a reprint. That's pretty nice to have as a common. Mad Reloader, and that's going to bring us into our spells. So we got Sword of Dark Destruction, Offerings to the Doomed, which we are getting the Lost Art promotion in the TCG of this soon. Completely different artwork. I suggest you look at. I think the OCG artwork looks so much better than this one. Then we have Twister, which is a pretty good reprint considering this was a foil. Definitely a nice staple card to have. Dark Eruption, Veil of Darkness, Allure of Darkness, which this is really good to have in Speed Duels. This card has always had a price tag. No matter how many times reprinted, it's always has at least like a $1.50 price tag. Easily. Creeping Darkness. And then going into our few traps here, we got Zone of the Spirit, Common Charity, and the Forceful Checkpoint, which is another common reprint. So those are our two baddie decks. Then we have what I feel is the better of the two, Match the Millennium, which is YuGiOh and Pegasus. And it's the same playmat. Alright, so let's start off with the YuGiOh deck here. Because the YuGiOh deck has quite a few more reprints, I believe. I could be mistaken. Although this one, this specific YuGiOh one has the best reprint, I feel, out of all of them. Anyway, let's stay focused back here. So our foil Ultra is Advanced Ritual Art, which is pretty nice. It's very reflective. It's got to be the coating they use. Then for our spells, we have Ritual of Black Mastery and Knight of Legend. So we literally have a skill card based around Magician of Black Chaos or Black Lesser Soldier, and then one around Gaia the Fierce Knight. And then this is a lot of just classic YuGiOh cards. We have Dark Magician, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Curse of Dragon, Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1. I actually don't recall seeing a #2. I'll have to check into that. Beaver Warrior, instantly the best card in the game. Celtic Guardian, Silverfang, Giant Soldier of Stone, and here's another TCG Premier Shadow Spectre. Very cool. Then we have Charging Gaia the Fierce Knight. Here's a very good reprint to have in this, Senju of the 10,000 Hands. Or not the 10,000, Senju of the 1,000 Hands. If we had 10,000 hands in Speed Duels, that'd be awesome. Yeah, this is a good reprint. Old Vindictive Magician, another reprint that was a foil that's now a common. Classic Karibo. Magician of Faith, another common reprint. And this is the big one, Sphere Karibo. Yeah, I remember when this foil version was sitting like $20 to $25 for a Speed Duel card. Yeah. So I'm kind of happy that we got it in a starter deck. I have mixed feelings about everyone having it. Obviously, you know, everyone should have every card. But yeah, now it's a lot more accessible. So yeah, this is a really good reprint. And then Black Luster Soldier, which brings us into our spells with Black Luster Ritual. Of course, you got to have a Polymerization, Soul Release, Spell Shattering Arrow, Spiral Spear Strike, another copy of Twister, Summoner's Art, Fighting Spirit, White Elephant's Gift, Goblin Circus, Backup Squad, which is now leading into our traps. We have Spellbinding Circle, classic card, Magic Jammer, easily a good one of in the main and maybe another one or two in the side. Eliminating the League, which brings us to our only extra deck card, Gaia the Dragon Champion. So that is our YuGiOh deck. Then we have our Pegasus deck, which again, expect some classic Pegasus cards here. But we also got some newer support for him in this, actually. If I can even open this one, because this one apparently does not want to open. Yep, that tab did not help at all. This one. Oh. Try not to damage the cards. There we go. Of course, because I'm a professional, I gotta struggle on camera. Anyway, DD Crow is our ultra foil, and this is really cool. I mean, yeah, we did just get this in Duel Devastator, in the regular, like in the, regular Yu-Gi-Oh. So, but having one as a Speed Duel copy is really nice. Then we get our 2 skills, Thousand Eyes Spell, which is based around Relinquished, and Toon Mayhem. Then we get Thousand Eyes Idol, Illusionist Faceless Mage. Then we get some classic Toon cards here. We got Toon Alligator. Oh, I thought she was before, was at the end. Red Archery Girl. Now we have some more classic Toons. We got Manga Ryuran, Toon Barrel Dragon. We have Toon Buster Blader, Toon Dark Magician. Then we got our reprint Toons here. We have Toon Summon Skull, Toon Mermaid, not 1 but 2 copies of Toon Mask Sorcerer, Toon Gemini Elf. Then we have Illusionist Faceless Magician. So Faceless Mage is retrain. And here's another good reprint out of this, Sonic Bird. Then we have Jin, Procrastinator of Rituals, and Jin Deseri of Rituals. I think that's how you say it. Best you're going to get. Then we got the bad boy himself, Relinquished, along with Black Illusion Ritual, of course. Toon World, not a Pegasus deck without it. Toon Table of Contents. Toon Rollback. Gotta have the polymerization. Fulfillment of the Contract, which brings us into our traps. We got Toon Mask. This is our new first Toon Spell and Trap card. The rest were reprints. Then we get 7 Tools of the Bandit. Dust Tornado, which is, again, very good to have. Shield Spear, another good one to have. And Security Orb. Oh, we have another one, Scale Successor, which then brings us into our only fusion, Thousand Eyes Restrict. Which, standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Great instant fusion target. But yeah, that is both of the decks right there. So definitely worth it. Again, if you had to pick between one of the two, I would definitely go with this one. Just because I feel like the reprints are there. Especially that Sphere Karibo. If you want more TCG Premier cards, go after the other one. Go after, what is it? Twisted Nightmares. But I would definitely recommend Match the Millennium over that if you can only pick one. Otherwise, just get both of them. Support your local card shop if they're still open. Buy it offline if you really have to. But easily pick up one of each. But if you can, definitely get 3 of each because you'd be getting a playset of cards that you need. Again, like Sphere Karibo, like Twister, Shield Spear, Magic Jammer. You would be getting a playset of those just by buying 3 of them. So, but overall, I think these are really good. Very happy with them. And hopefully we get another Speed Duel booster set soon. I think this is the last announced Speed Duel thing for a bit as of right now. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and also hit the subscribe button with that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos that I put out. Also, if you have any kind of comments, thoughts, questions, or concerns or anything, leave them in the comments below and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, and I did all my preachy YouTuber stuff. So until next time, I will see you guys later.